Hi friends, this is the hand that I've curated in the full Charleston in the last video I posted yesterday for SoloMahj. Today we are actually doing the SoloMahj game where I pull and discard one tile at a time. I don't fully rack it in this video just for speed purposes, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm looking at any numbers in fives. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that green for now. We'll pass these other tiles because I still don't know exactly what hand I'm gonna end up with. Really just depends on what the tiles give me. And we have another green. Let's just hold on to that for now. And I know that there is the second hand in Winds and Dragons where it's going to be any 4 consecutive numbers. Then we have a pung of dragons, a pung of dragons, and a kong of dragons. Because I've got so many dragons here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count that out. If I went for that hand, I would need all my dragons, and then I'm going to need 4 consecutive numbers. I've got 3 here in BAMs. So I would be ditching the 2 5 dots, the 5 crack, and both of these flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 tiles that I'm going to be short for Mahjong if I pursue that hand. If I continue with any numbers, let's say I'm looking at the third hand in that section, not going to need any of these. I also won't need these. So again, I'm 5 tiles short. Really what it would come down to here for me is which hand I'm going to be able to call for more or use Joker's N. And that doesn't help me either, because if I look at the third hand in any numbers, I've got all of the pairs that I really need. I have a pair of flowers, I have a pair of 5 dots, and I have a pair of dragons, the green dragons, as well as red dragons. If I look at the second hand in Winds and Dragons, the only thing I don't have is the last number in my any 4 consecutive numbers. But I would be able to use Jokers and or call for the pung pung kong of dragons. However, I don't have that many dragons. Could call for pung here, or kong for either of these red or green using that Joker. But I am short of soap to be able to call there, unless I wanted to use my Joker to call for a pung. So I think what I'm going to do is just let's continue with any numbers, and let's discard the 4 BAM. And the Joker, so that's nice. 5 crack, and here I really just have to make a decision. Since I have a pair of red and green, what I know I can do here is get rid of this soap, and then eventually I'll have to get rid of 2 more dragons. If I were to pursue the second hand, then I would be getting rid of a red, a green, and both my flowers. So that's 4 tiles. That would put me in a worse position. So I think I'm going to continue to pursue the third hand in any number. So let's discard that. And then I definitely don't need this 3 crack. I got another Joker. Nice. We'll go ahead and start getting rid of, let's just do the red. It doesn't actually matter because the which pair I have, because the parentheses tell us any dragon, which means that I can have a pair of any dragon. It does not have to be whatever that first Kong is. And this was my tile of last resort. So I don't need this flower. So let's see where I stand. I've got my pair of flowers here. I have a pair of 5 cracks, a pair of 5 dots, and I have 1 5 BAM. I have a pair of greens. So I didn't need this red and I didn't need this flower. I could have used these Jokers for anything but the pair. So I could have used it to complete this, make a Kong of 5 cracks here or a Kong of 5 dots. And then I would have just needed to have a pair. So I actually might have used 1 to 2 Jokers over here for this 5 BAM, left these pairs as is. So I put these here. If I put these here, this is a complete Kong. I have this complete pair, and depending on what's going out, I could move 1 Joker over here to complete a Kong of 5 BAMs or 5 cracks, just however the tiles were played that round. And then I still have these 2 to discard. So overall, not bad for SoloMahj. At this point, y'all know I don't usually win, but I'm pretty happy with that. I love any numbers. It's a fun section to be in.